A love-struck Romeo sing the streets a serenade, laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Find the streetlight, steps out of the shade, says something like, you and me, babe, how about it? Juliet says, hey, it's Romeo, you nearly give me a heart attack. He's underneath the window, she's singing, hey, lie, my boyfriend's back. You shouldn't come around here singing up at people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it? Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet then you exploded into my heart, and I forget the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong? Juliet.
Hello. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
All right.
There's no Matthew McConaughey this week.
I know.
Got to save that for Interstellar week.
Ugh.
Oh, okay, maybe not.
Dazed and Confused week.
Oh, yeah, well.
Because that's where it comes from. All right.
I think it's something he also just says in interviews. He goes like, all right. He's a, I don't know, weird guy. Anyway.
Who doesn't shower, apparently. Fun fact. Anyway, this week we are doing Heat.
That's a not so fun fact. Oh, God. What, does he bathe?
I have no idea. My mum told me that like 10 years ago and it's just stuck in my head. I don't know.
Okay, so you don't actually know
I
that.
think
Your
it
mum
is. I
told
think
you that.
it's... Yeah, but allegedly Matthew
Okay.
McConaughey doesn't shower.
To be fair, he...
Can we get a fact check in the chat? Max,
the
can you
chat,
fact check? Does Matthew McConaughey shower?
You'd be wondering, hang on, all the promos said you guys are doing Heat this week. And you know, and the other is emo music from the 2000s.
Yes, emo music.
Why are you playing Dire Straits? Because, I mean, everybody needs somebody... You need to find someone who looks at you the way that Al Pacino and Robert De Niro look at each other in Heat.
Exactly.
Specifically Al Pacino in the well, people call it the diner scene or like the coffee scene because they say like, oh, we're gonna get like I'll get you some coffee or whatever when they finally come face to face.
Yeah.
They're not actually in the diner. They're in like a really upscale restaurant.
Yeah.
Because like both of them are like, I don't know, like a bit above. Like I think Vincent, when he takes him there, is like, like, you know, this deserves a more grandiose setting than just a diner. But yeah, I mean, they're just like homoeroticism off the charts, man. The way they look at each other. We'll get into talking, I guess, more about the characters and themes later. But this was your first time watching Heat.
Yes, first time watching Heat, and I didn't give it a rating when I logged it on Letterboxd because I don't know. I think like I knew what I wanted to rate it, but I didn't want to
spoil it.
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it. I think I'm gonna start doing that now. I'm gonna, when we do movies
that
for matinee that I haven't seen,
yeah.
I'm gonna not rate it.
Don't
until
say your rating yet.
Yeah,
maybe say that
I'll
at the
leave
end before we move into emo. What did you just think? Was there anything that happened or parts of the, I can't.
We've got a fact check from Max. Matthew McConaughey does not use deodorant, according to many sources.
Well, I mean, that's different because I mean, if you use cologne and other things, deodorant is like a whatever thing, and if you wash enough, I guess, then you don't need it really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Yeah, anything that like, because I mean, this film has like a massive legacy that's a life beyond itself.
Yeah. Crazy cast, some crazy lines, great
some
ass.
amazing lines. We had a good audience who, I mean, were quiet during the serious bits, and when there were funny moments, they crowded people who were not afraid to just laugh at some of the.
Yeah.
Especially when he's, I can't remember his name. I think it's Richard, one of Vincent, who's Al Pacino's character, Vincent Hanna. He's, you know, trying to get some leads on this robbery that's just gone down. So he's hitting up some of his criminal associates who, you know, he lets some of their things slide if they give him information, and he's hitting him up, and you know, Richard's not really being very helpful, and so he just some of these like, oh, he's here, oh wait, is he under the table? Like, that man has not a lot of time on his hands, and is not afraid to talk about how annoyed he is with people. Did you know Natalie Portman was in this movie?
No,
I
didn't.
You didn't? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this was one of her first big roles, along with obviously Leon the Professional, which came out I think 2 years prior.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you get a pre-Star Wars, pre-V for Vendetta Natalie Portman here.
Oh, she's so little.
She is very little. And it's impressive to look little when your screen partner is often Al Pacino. Because he's not a big guy. Yeah. It's very funny seeing him be
big
the...
Guy.
He has so much aura in this movie. Like when he's walking with his like posse of police detectives, whatever, and he's like the shortest one, and he's in like the brown suit, especially when they get made with the Neil's taking photographs of them to learn out who they are. Like the way he walks around and like just like, pose himself. Oh, I mean, there's star factor that De Niro, Pacino. There's probably a few.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer has it.
I knew Val Kilmer was in it, but I don't, like, for some reason I just like didn't fully comprehend that. And when he came on screen, I just like turned to Charlie. Oh yeah, we saw this with Jeremy's brother Charlie. Yeah. And Charlie was sitting in the middle of us. But I just turned to Charlie like, "Oh my god, I love him." And Charlie's like, "You can be my Iceman anytime." And I didn't correct him, but the line's actually, "You can be my wingman anytime."
I think he would know that.
Yeah.
He's doing that as a bit.
Yeah, I was pretty sure, but
yeah. The Val Kilmer. Interesting fact about the production. So Val Kilmer took a pay cut, but said that I want my face in the middle of the poster. It's not as big as obviously De Niro and Pacino's face, but in between them, in the center.
With the train,
which is interesting. Yeah, and he I think has my favorite line in the entire movie, which is, "For me, the sun rises and sets with her, man." It's just because I mean the characters are so well fleshed out. There's no characters are like I mean 3-dimensional. I feel like isn't even a fair way to describe them. Like Neil, whose whole thing is not having any attachments, and you see he has the discipline at the end there. He just leaves Edie. Yeah, he just goes, "I'm running off, whatever. Like I'm not going to go to prison and then get out in 20 years and be with you, whatever. I'm just gonna run and leg it." But despite, that's his discipline, that's his thought, I'm not going to have any attachments. When Chris, Val Kilmer's character, tells him that, he just goes, "Yeah?" And he goes, "Yeah, okay. Like, that's all right. Like, that's how you are. I'm not going to fight you on that." Like, he it's somebody who is intentionally devoid of emotional attachments, not because they don't understand them, but because he just has, like, a higher value to something else. And he's not going to begrudge his mates for doing that. And he even says to... Mike, who gets killed in the heist, he's like, "If I was you, you got money stashed away, you got a family. I wouldn't do this if I were you. If I was in your position, I wouldn't go in with this." And it's like, I know. So I was gonna say, anything that like you didn't expect. Did you not expect the final heist to be so early in the movie? Like, about 50%
I was
of the
like,
way through?
I literally like just looked at my phone because I'm like, there's no way this movie is already almost over. And I'm like, we're literally halfway. Yeah. Like, what? Because it did not feel like 3 hours. It didn't even feel like 2 hours at that point. But I'm just like, what the hell? I look at my phone. Like, okay.
What are your thoughts on that very, very famous shootout scene? It's just too loud, or?
Well, it was very loud. I kept looking at Charlie, and he was just squinting.
Yeah, he doesn't do with loud music that well. Yeah, or loud anything. But,
yeah. Neither does Max. I don't think Max would have enjoyed it.
I mean, it's intentional. So what they did, obviously, and you'll notice, and this is one thing that I'm a big fan of, particularly in action movies, is a lack of music. So you can hear, particularly in car chases, shootouts, no music. So you can feel, or a fight scene, so you can feel the actual impact of things and just let the sound design, do its work. And so what they did here, obviously, no music, and there's no sound effects. There's zero sound effects. So they had proper weapons, like they're real AR-15s, whatever that they're firing.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone is killing themselves with Emily Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're loaded with full blanks. So they weren't actually obviously shooting bullets. But yeah, so all the sound design, all the reverberation you hear is just the sound that the camera took in, or the microphones took in while they were filming, and bouncing off all the LA skyscrapers and buildings around them.
Oh my god.
And I mean, that scene in particular has been incredibly influential in movies, in video games, infamously GTA 5, and then also there was a real life shootout 2 years after this came out that the robbers were killed. They didn't kill any policemen or civilians. There was 20 injured, but both the robbers were killed in a shootout in LA. And when they were running through these guys' apartments after the fact, they saw that they had been inspired by Heat, and they planned their heist out very Heat-esque. And well, I mean, Yeah, I mean, and even like there's like the side character of the dude who's the cook. Like he gets out of prison and he gets forced by his parole officer to be the cook with this dickhead manager at this job, whatever. And he's like, shit, like I'm gonna like, yeah, I'll just drop this at the drop of the hat and like, yeah, I'll help you guys out. And he's the first one to die. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how a movie makes you root for both the criminal and the cop.
I kept thinking that, like, while I was watching it, because every time it was Al Pacino scenes, I'm like, yes, get them. But then every time it went back to De Niro, I'm like, no, get away. Because it's like, I feel, and I was literally thinking that when they were just like killing the like police officers in the shootout scene, I was like, imagine if it was like told from their perspective as well. It's like, I would be so sad right now. But it's like, I'm rooting for these guys who are just killing all these people.
I mean, but I think the movie also does a good job because, they're killing these people and they've got no hesitation with it.
Yeah.
But they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
They wanted to get out clean. They wanted to get out of the robbery clean. They wanted to, they make the point of guys, like, don't, when they're in the bank, like, your money's insured. You guys are at no risk here. Like, the only thing, we're hurting the federal government. Like, don't be a hero. We don't want to hurt you. And, and it's only because of horrible people who do, and it's the people who do like hurting people and who cause violence who are the real villains of the film, Wayne Grove and that Van Sant guy. Because Van Sant gets offered a genuinely good deal, but I mean, understandably as a businessman, you don't want to set a precedent that you will deal with people who steal your shit. But he sets off a chain reaction and all that by trying to kill Neil and his crew at the changeover, and then that then like forces that like allows Waingro into the mix, and Waingro is he is the worst person, one of the worst people in fiction. I mean, he there's just one line that you already think like, oh god, he's like beating and killed this prostitute girl. Then you learn she's underage, and then you learn like, oh no, he's a series because they test his semen against the DNA of the others, and like he's done this multiple times, and he's just the worst fucking guy ever. But I don't know.
I just love Val Kilmer.
Yeah. Everyone has really, like, great character design in terms of hair and, like, their makeup and shit in this.
His little ponytail.
Yeah, he's
I love his little ponytail.
John Voight has long as hell hair. And he's got, like, this big mustache, and he's got really gravelly deep. A lot of deep, gravelly voices in this one.
Who do you think's the hottest?
Low key, Sergeant Drucker, who's the sergeant minding Charlene. He's got a vibe to him, and like the way they're bullying that one guy, Alan Marciano, who's the guy from Vegas, who's Charlene is cheating with against Val Kilmer's character. He gets thrown the most shit the whole movie. Yeah, like for a guy who's completely really like adjacent to the plot, everybody tells him to like shut the fuck up, make the girl a drink, whatever. Like get back there. And Drucker. He's like, that scene's very good too when she turns Chris away.
Yes, I think that's maybe one of my favorite scenes because his big smile when he sees her and then she signals not to go up, and his smile just drops and he looks away. It's like
Jeremy Piven, I don't know if you call it a cameo, but as the Doctor. Who get a very good reaction when De Niro's just like, give me your shirt. And he's like, wow, my daughter gave me this for Father's Day. My niece gave me it too. He's like, I don't give who the fuck it is. Swap this shirt. And also, we had a name drop. We can't escape it. There was a 6-7 mention.
Yes. And there were giggles through the cinema.
For the entire cinema just feel like
6-7.
Can't remember what the context was. It was like, he'll be out for 6 to 7 hours or something, or like, keep him stable. Don't like. Yeah.
It's like a serious scene. It's like 6 to 7.
It's just like, 6 to 7.
6, 7.
There was another one where they said 7 to 8. Later, that was like saying how much time likely he's going to be in the country for.
Anytime there was nudity, Charlie kept like side-eyeing me and like smirking.
There wasn't that much nudity.
I know, but it's like any slightly suggestive thing. He's just like slow, like the slow turn to me and like with his little smirk.
All the way up it. The amazing scene with Ralph. who's the guy that Justine decides to cheat on Pacino's
Yeah.
character. And he's like, you can enjoy my wife, you can sit down on my couch, but you can't watch my goddamn television. He just takes the television with him. And then he just he realizes how I don't know, maybe it's like that was morning, and by the end of the day he's been driving around with his TV in the passenger seat the whole time, and he finally gets sick of it. He just kicks it out. And these regular people at a bus stop are just laughing what the fuck is that?
No, if I saw that, I would be randomly thinking about that.
Yeah.
For years.
Hey, what
just what was that? Why did he just...
Why did you'd be like, oh my God, wow, that's... Somebody's life is going crazy right now. He had a TV in his passenger seat, he just kicked it out onto the street. Fucking mental. Yeah. Do you have a favorite character?
I love Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer.
I don't know if that's just
even
my love for Val
he's
Kilmer.
A junkie gambling addict.
Yeah. I love him. I love De Niro's little goatee thing.
Yeah.
I liked him. I think that's the first time I've properly found him attractive. I was like, hey, I can get behind this. My friend of the show, Amy, is the biggest De Niro lover.
Yeah.
I think she's watched Heat. Maybe she has. I don't know.
Well,
I need to check in with Amy. I feel like she has. She probably has. Because she's watched almost every De Niro movie ever. And, yeah, I need to get her thoughts on De Niro in Heat.
Yeah, he's pretty... Well, I'd say Pacino's even, good looking in this as well.
I like younger Pacino better. Dog Day Afternoon Pacino, that's peak. That is peak Pacino.
Still, he's got more of a rugged look to him in this.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like there's not a single arc, because there's so many different intercharacter relationships, both good and bad. They're so dynamic, and they never ever pick a side. There's always you understand Justine's frustration, but at the same time, Pacino's I got 3 dead people on Venice Boulevard. He can't
the baby in the microwave.
Yeah, or the 16-year-old prostitute girl who's been found with her head bashed in. He can't, he has to do these. He has to try and help all these people because, maybe, I don't know if nobody else will, but he's the best at it. And, you need to stop the bad guys.
Yeah.
What did you think about the setting / music atmosphere that the movie creates?
I thought it was so pretty. It looked green screened when...
It's not, though.
When De Niro was with
Edie on the top. It's not.
It looked green. I was looking at it and I couldn't tell, genuinely. Yeah. I was like, this is really good green screen if it is, but I...
No. And you could tell the way you tell it's not, because in those scenes you're like, oh, is it not? They have the same backdrop when he's in the helicopter, but then you see it move and go in. It's like, no, that's just whatever camera they were using. When it's that far away from all those lights, it just looks like that, which is just so. It's
so beautiful.
This is I guess with aside to the whole shootout crime bit and danger, it's come visit LA. Look how fucking nice it is. Even some just the Nate again, John Voight's character, who's the one who's giving them all these jobs. He is also again, he's not gung-ho. He's pragmatic and intelligent, but then he also understands emotions as well, because he has the whole thing you guys should again step away from the job because he's the way Vincent Hanna's the extra heat. You go, it's probably too risky. I wouldn't do it. But again, doesn't stop Neil from doing it, and then doesn't stop Chris from leaving again to see Charlene. He's like, man, it's a free country. I'll let him do what he wants. I can give you guys my advice, but both of you are going to do unwise things. And again, he knows he shouldn't tell De Niro that where Waingro is at the end. Yeah. But he feels I have to. This guy asked. There's this code of honor that everybody has, that's just all again, with the exception of I guess Van Zandt and Waingro, everybody doesn't like what they have to do, but they just feel compelled to do it. Which is, that diner scene in the middle. Fuckers are regular type barbecues and ball games. Yeah.
It's just such a great movie. There are so many close-ups.
Oh, yeah.
I was dying, kind of, because we weren't that close to the screen, but it just like it felt like I just had to like sit back because of how close it was. Like I felt claustrophobic. But I liked it.
Yeah.
Al Pacino running down the stairs.
Yeah, that's a talked about moment. I was going to talk about that. There's a number of, I mean, for such a obviously infamous movie as this, it's like, I think it's like 115th most favorited, like, you know, in people's 4 favorites on Letterboxd on that list. It's like, in terms of just Letterboxd overall rating, it's like top 200, whatever, like cornerstone of definitely film bro cinema.
Yeah.
Like, it's a massive film bro movie.
I feel like the only clip I had seen from it outside of the movie was like Al Pacino running down the stairs, I think.
Really?
And like great ass.
The great ass, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah. Oh, also a little tidbit about his character. So, I guess you call it the Apocrypha, in terms of, you know, media that's not, so it's technically not canon, deleted scenes and the like. So it's not technically part of the canon of the thing, but it's outside of it, so you could take some of it and that could add to your perspective of the characters or not, whatever. Like, you could do what you will with information in all types of media where there's like deleted things, or like, you know, note if there's like end notes or whatever for books. And so for this, there were deleted scenes that was in the initial script, Vincent Hanna is cocaine addict, which is why, you know, he's like manic and shit all the time. But they just cut all of that from the movie, but kept, you know, Pacino still acting as if he's a cocaine addict, which I guess adds to the thing of like this guy like never sleeps, and especially when he's on the job, he's extremely like energetic, because like that's what he lives for. So the moment about the stairs bit, This is the highest review on Letterboxd. They say that moment when Pacino practically dances down the hospital stairs, he's gleefully fleeing his family for the sake of the chase, freed from the pretense of normalcy, from the obligation to care about anybody else. Like, even though, and again, it's like, he obviously does care about family because he just saved his fucking stepdaughter from dying. And is the reason she doesn't die. Yeah, I know. Why'd my baby do this to herself? There was some great gasps in the cinema as well.
Yeah.
Because
I genuinely like covered my mouth when I saw it. I was like, oh my God. Like, I was not expecting it at all.
That was one thing.
And it's like, I saw the water on the floor. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I had a thought. I'm like, no, it's not, like, they're not going to do that. Like, no way. And I see Charlie, like, getting, like...
Yeah, like, well, I don't deal with, like, I don't deal with blood well. I don't deal with, like cut wrists and stuff. Like, that's just not my thing. Like, that's why I know everything about 13 Reasons Why. I'm never going to fucking watch that show. Or at least that episode. And, like, I was interested going to a theater showing of this movie. I was like, how many people are here going to be seeing it for the first time, and how many people are going to be like people like me, like, oh, I want to see Heat in theaters because like I love Heat. And so that gave me a good indication about people like you think.
I didn't even notice because I think I was just like
locked in.
I was locked in.
Yeah. No, and it's just so crazy because you don't really think of it. You're like, oh, she's just a kid character who's just meant to show that, you know, like the ex-husband of Justine's a dickhead who doesn't show up for.
No, I knew something would happen with her later, just because it was like continuously like hinted towards this kid's fucked in the head. Like,
I mean, fucked in the head, but like, yeah, and it's just. But like, and that's the. I don't know, and it doesn't ever address, you know, after that extremely traumatic experience, will, you know, Justine and Vincent, will they work together afterwards? Will they, like, you know, will they not divorce, whatever? Like, I guess, like, how could you after, like, this guy just saved your fucking daughter?
Yeah.
How, you know, how could you move on from, like, I don't know. But, like, yeah. And then the really because they had the massive, like, shootout already in the movie, and so they restrain themselves and they don't play it that way with the final, I guess, shootout in the end, because it's more like cat and mouse.
Yeah,
it's just
the suspense
and the sound with the airport, whatever, like the plane's just constantly landing, going up and down. Yeah, and the lights, and it's like, I mean, did you always think that Pacino was gonna win, or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. The first time I watched it, I was unsure because I was like, well, they just had a whole thing of Pacino like leaving the family and getting back together. I feel like that'd be like a poetic way. Then he's gonna like die, or whatever. And that De Niro wouldn't ever get back to Edie. Like, Edie would just like leave after like he ran off. Like, she wouldn't just sit around. Yeah. So like that wouldn't work out.
I feel like their relationship was really underdeveloped.
Yeah.
It felt very rushed because it's like, well, not rushed, but it's like there's only a couple scenes with her, and then he's just like, he goes straight to her when he's like running from them, and he's like, I'm actually, well, like she sees it on the news.
Yeah.
And he like
you
goes,
kind of know though.
yeah.
Especially at the bookstore. She sees him going, like, he doesn't always, he says he's a metal salesman, but she would know, like, she works at the store and has seen him before, and he's not buying metals books all the time. He's bought one metals book then, and he'll be buying other shit. Like, he would have bought, I don't know, he might have bought a book on fucking trucks so he could do, like, the armored truck shit. Like, he'd be doing that kind of, buying a different book every time.
Yeah.
And obviously this guy's, he's just saying, yeah, I'm a salesman. And, like, yeah, you know, like, we go to New Zealand and, you know, you'd go there first and I'd meet you up with you later. And it's just like, this guy's clearly a fucking criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the way that he talks, bro. Like, he's not your average Joe. And I liked how Chris is the only person to, like, survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very heartbreaking still, but then he, like, drives off. You don't see
and they
him
check his license.
Yeah, and you're like,
I'm just like, I was so scared for him. I'm like, no, free him.
But yeah, I mean, you know, cut the hair, dyed it. Yeah. Sorry, I've got fucking Fall Out Boy in my head. There's more here. We'll get to that in like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, I don't know. Were there any critiques you'd have? Like things you didn't... I mean, obviously you think relationship underdeveloped.
Yeah,
that's one.
I think that's my main thing. It's like I felt like it was just very like rushed with Edie. There weren't a lot of moments with her. I didn't really see her... Like she was... I think she was the only character that really felt like not as developed.
Did you think that there were scenes in the film you would cut out, like you would cut down on other scenes to make time for it? Because, I mean, you'd say, you know, that was rushed. It is a 3-hour movie, so...
I don't know. I feel like the rest of it is perfect as it is. Like, I just...
Yeah. I mean... I think it's almost, like... pretty perfectly paced.
Yeah.
Like...
I did not get bored at any point.
Yeah.
I had no concept of where we were at in the movie.
Yeah, and there's very few, if not zero moments, and particularly in crime films, but most films in general, where you'd be like, oh, that was a dumb character decision. Pretty much every character makes, like, the smartest decision they could in the possible, like, circumstance.
I know, I was thinking, and it's like, there was this one scene, I don't remember which one it was, but I literally was thinking, like, De Niro is so smart. Like, Neil is so smart.
Yeah. Well, like, definitely, the smartest bit, like, the biggest, like, flex De Niro gets on Pacino is they fake, like, they're looking at something, whatever, because they know they're being watched.
Oh, yeah.
And they get all the
I think it was that. I'm like, oh, my God, this is so smart. And the way that
you realize, like, they time it pretty well, but Pacino doesn't realize it before you do, and you don't really realize it before Pacino does. And so it's like you're basically in sync with Pacino's character going, oh, these guys are good.
Yeah.
Like, are they something or are they something? And it's like, again, like, I feel like they're perfectly paced themselves because you have De Niro's clearly set up this heist at the beginning when they take down the armored truck. Like, that's just bang, bang. You can see, wow, this crew is really well done. Neil, like, manages the crew and how good it is. And then how quickly Pacino just lists off things. Like, they had this on the charge. They did this. Once they figured it was like a 2-1B scenario for all of them, they just killed the other cops too, because what difference does it make? He does that instantly. And so, like, there's never any moment where you think one of them has the upper hand over the other. You're like, they're both, like, they're perfectly matched.
No.
And which is why they should marry.
Yeah, agree. Enemies to lovers.
I don't think they're ever, like, enemies. Because even when they haven't had the face-to-face, like, Vincent the whole time's like, I mean, this crew is good. Like, these, you know.
Anyway, shall we get to ratings?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is a 5. For me, I'll just get out of the way quickly. 5-star movie, very little notes. I don't know where it is at the moment. I think it's like 16th all-time favorite movie for me. And I mean, it's weirdly, for a movie that didn't make I mean, it's a cult classic movie, but even compared to, like, other movies that I really like Terminator 2 or, like, Pulp Fiction, Inglourious Bastard, like, massive movies that Film Twitter adores and like Letterboxd users adore, Heat is the one that's always on Twitter the most. And like and not just for like glazing stuff. There's a lot of glazing all the time. Like people just you'll see like the same scenes reposted every 2 weeks, being like, how fucking good is it? And then you have like it'll get like 10,000 likes, and like all the replies will be the same replies as always. But even outside of that, memes about it, like so many memes of the gif of Vincent and Neil looking at each other in the diner, where like Pacino's like smiling and like nodding, and De Niro's just sitting there like it'll be like, you know, me and the manager, me and my manager looking at each other after we both caught each other doing coke in the bathroom. Like just weird shit. I saw one where it's the silhouette of him leaning, and just off topic, the cinematography of this movie in terms of some of it, like the blue. It's such a weird. You don't really, especially because of a movie called Heat. The emphasis on blue and light blue, like the heat vision thing where Neil's in the dark and they're like looking in from the police van and he's in blue. That's a cool shot.
Yeah.
And then every time he goes to his house and you see the sea in the background and it's like his dark silhouette against it's like you've got a black silhouette against like not navy blue but dark blue. Yet somehow it like looks good.
Yeah.
But like the pose of him leaning on the desk, like shattered, and it's like me hitting this pose after like the minor inconveniences of my life. So yeah, very memeable movie too. And then obviously you got like the great ass memes and whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I mean for me it's 5 stars, 10 out of 10. I mean, I guess if I thought about it, I'd probably have like some notes if I really wanted to nitpick, but very little notes. But what do you think as a first time viewer?
Guess my rating.
I'm hoping for a 4.5, but I'll say 4.5, but I wouldn't be surprised if you gave it 4.
I think I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Yeah.
Almost a 5.
Almost a 5, okay.
And it's definitely going in my top 100.
Yippee!
And it's so good.
We should get a sound effect for every time one of us makes the other watch a movie that gets in the top 100. Like we have like I don't know, celebration music.
Yeah.
Wow, really? Yippee!
I loved it. Yeah.
Again, I couldn't really tell because I realized like we came in like late because, I mean, not to rag on classic cinemas, great for putting on these movies, but when there's a one showing of a movie and you on the tickets have a screen, like you're saying it's on screen 5, and you've changed it, you should have somebody at the fucking movie theater telling all these people who are showing up for this one-time showing of a movie that is like basically sold out. The theater was sold out for it. You should have people saying, oh, yeah, like at the front, you should have a sign saying, oh, the Heat screening's been moved from screen 5 to screen 3. Or even still, on a night when you got, like, I mean, this and I assume other movies, like, packed, because there were some people in the fucking Michael movie we actually walked into. You'd have somebody at the regular ticket stand checking people's tickets, and also so I could ask information like, oh, where's this movie? Because you've changed, you know, it's not in screen 5, obviously. Instead of me have to wait in the queue for fucking 5 minutes. Like, god damn. So yeah, we ran late, which is why I was completely unsure about how you were feeling about the movie because Charlie was sitting between us, and I couldn't be bothered to like change seats because like the movie's like about to start and it's like just a Siebes. But yeah, so wow, 4.5 to 5.
Yeah.
Yippee.
I was tempted to rewatch it yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I highly recommend rewatching it.
I'm definitely gonna rewatch it at some point.
Yeah, especially for listeners. I mean, well, Max still didn't get to see it.
I know.
So
he hasn't been listening. I just messaged him to join because I didn't want to spoil it.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you can watch it with him. I mean, I'd recommend everybody and their mums listening should watch Heat. Because, like...
yeah. Heat is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I understand the Heat now.
Yeah. The Heat hype.
Mm.
Yo, Max is back in the chat now.
Max is back.
Yeah, Heat is... God,
But yeah, you've heard it here first. 4.5 star movie from me, not chosen by me. Which is crazy. That never happens.
No, I mean, it's rare that I've shown a movie that's been like...
above 4.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think
Inglourious Bastards is the other big
Inglourious
success.
Bastards and...
I guess remaking you watch like the Cornetto trilogy.
Cornetto trilogy and like Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Oh, Casino Royale.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple.
No, that was 4 still.
Yeah, but it was like a high 4. It made your top 100.
Yeah.
I count that as a dub if it makes the top 100.
Yeah.
I can't remember if there's been anything else. But
I think that's it.
movie that made you cry on Emergency Secrets.
Oh my god. Don't remind me, lad.
We've got all the time in the world. Yeah, but that's Heat, 1995 classic. Yeah. Oh, and I'll also just mention, didn't make that much money at the time.
Really?
I mean, made like profit, but only like
Yeah.
184 million. I mean, it was up against, I think at one time in 1 week at theaters in like December 1995, you could watch that, GoldenEye, which is... We're big fans of GoldenEye, both the movie and the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, GoldenEye, The Usual Suspects, and I can't remember what the other two are, but it was like 7, like all at the same. Like you in theory could like spend 2 days at the cinemas, Saturday, Sunday, in 1 week in 1995, and watch like 6 all-time classic movies.
Jesus.
Like, man, people had it good in the 90s, bro.
Yeah.
Like we don't really get that shit anymore. I mean, I had a double feature today. On Monday. I watched The Sheep Detectives before watching Heat.
Mad Invite.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's somebody else's fucking birthday thing we were doing. So
Mad Invite.
They don't know you, bro.
Mad Invite.
They don't know you, little bro. Like, they don't know you. Like, you ain't who you think you are. Yeah. Shall we get into emo music?
Yeah, we'll get into emo music.
We're going to start with...
I am going to start with Fall Out Boy.
Fall Out Boy.
This is... I slept with someone in Fall Out Boy, and all I got was this stupid song written about me from Under the Cork Tree by Fall Out Boy.
The big fans of brevity in the song titles.
Yeah.
I found the cure to growing older, and you're the only place that feels like home. Just so you know, you'll never know, and some secrets weren't meant to be told, but I found the cure to growing older.
I'm not going to give it the banger.
Oh, shut your gob.
I don't think it's... When we say banger on the show, for me, it's not banger.
Okay.
I'd say Dance is banger, but...
Okay, I knew you would freaking like that song. Of course you would. Okay. Anyway.
Or EXO.
These next albums, this one and all the albums we're doing today are very close to my heart. And these are like my most listened to albums of all time. These are like... These shaped me into the person I am.
It's going to be a tough day.
Yeah, I didn't think you would like them.
Oh,
so
no, I don't dislike them. I'm just like... Well, some of the songs are like bangers.
Yeah.
You know, but like... part of it doesn't get off to a good start when the only way I can see the full titles of the songs is going on to Album of the Year or looking them up on Wikipedia. That's never a good start. Like, I can't even, like...
No,
I mean,
but I
there's
love
Dance, but I mean, like what, champagne for my real friends, real
Real
pain for my sham friends. Fucking
Our
hell.
lawyer made us change the name of this song so we wouldn't get sued.
Get busy living or get busy dying.
Dying.
Do your part to save the scene and stop going to shows. Lads, I've got a dark alley and a bad idea that says you should shut your mouth, in brackets, summer song. Mate.
That's my least favorite on the album.
I don't know. I mean, there's... And I'll say this. This album, out of the 4, suffers the worst of feeling samey to me.
I can see
and
that.
I'll also say that I don't like... Is it Patrick, the singer?
Yeah.
I like his voice the least out of all
What?
the people we're talking about.
Shut up.
It's the most generic male singer voice, which doesn't work for me with these emo songs because like I feel like you need to either be whiny or like you need to do something.
He has a soul voice.
It's just like a normal voice that I associate with any
No.
band.
Oh my god. The reason I sing the way that I do is because of Patrick Stump.
Yeah, but you're a girl, so it probably works.
I
Like
just-
he sounds like the Disney Channel
Oh my
like
God.
show intros. He sounds like the people who sing those.
No, he does not.
He does.
He's
Bro, he
so-
sounds like the guy who does Ninjago Let It Whip. Like that's that's fucking
He
him.
actually does sing songs for shows and stuff. Like he did this,
Yeah.
like the intro for like the Spider-Man animated show recently.
And like
or
I'll say
something.
sometimes it works for me. Like and like some of these songs do get in your head and they stand out. Like I'll say Dance Down Sugar, We're Falling. Well, and
Those are the singles.
Yeah, I was looking at some like I was having to like the whatever the lyric thing is that goes down on Spotify for some of these songs. What is Blood yapping about?
Literally, I had not properly learned the lyrics to most Fall Out Boy songs until a couple years ago.
I mean, it would be hard to because like it's fast-paced lyrics, but like
yeah. Wait, can we? I'm gonna play some of Dance Dance. Some of the crazy.
What the fuck does falling apart to half-time mean? Not falling apart at half-time or after half-time, to half-time.
And these are the lives you love to lead.
Is he talking about the Super Bowl? Like we're watching the Super Bowl and we're falling apart? I mean, that would make sense because 2004 was that the Janet Jackson year? It might have been. Anyway.
Oh, maybe.
But that's definitely
Anyway.
not what he's talking about anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
But he didn't write the lyrics. Pete Wentz wrote the lyrics, the bassist. The bassist writes all the lyrics on this album, and Patrick wrote all the music. And they fought a lot making their first album because they'd like released EPs and stuff and like a shorter album. But their first full album release, Take This to Your Grave, they had collaborated on both parts and they just did not agree on anything. It was bad fighting. And that was the same for their fourth album, Folie Dieu.
I was going to say, I can see that. And the reason why I can see that is because one thing, I mean, with pretty much all the albums we talk about today, there's a lot of, as opposed to, I think, the average, a lot of drum work. Like when, you know, the guitars fade out, there'll be like a drum kick in. Some of them sound like marching drums. Some of it works. Like when we talk about the Black Parade, some of them go again like kind of like drummer boy marching style and it doesn't work. But I can see why they would hate each other because it'd be like, I can imagine fucking Patrick writing the music and then the like Pete looking at it and be like, that's a lot of fucking work. So I'm gonna make you sing a bunch of shit that you're gonna be out of breath every 2 seconds. You know? Like, because they're fucking. That's the other thing. There's too much high octane energy that it can't like. I don't know. And it's just it's like going at 100 the whole time.
Yeah, and I
like,
love that.
Fucking chill, bro. Like even other albums, like even fucking Yeezus has some lower, stripped back, calmer moments.
You see that in the albums after this, but the
Yeah.
first two are very like heavier, a lot more full on, and that's why their third album, Infinity on High, is
Is your
my
favorite.
favorite album of all time. And that's got a few slower songs, not as belting the entire time,
Yeah, I mean,
and better lyricism.
ultimately, I mean, I can see they must have better lyricism because nothing on this album touches centuries.
No, post hiatus Fall Out Boy, I have beef. I rewatched the Youngblood Chronicles because all their songs on their album that they released after their hiatus, Save Rock and Roll,
Yeah.
like they made music videos to all of them and they make like a movie put together, which is like pretty cool.
Yeah, cool, but like,
But it's like
what does that have to do with Youngblood?
Youngblood, say you want me, how do you love? I was actually considering Fives last week this week.
Oh my god.
I love Five Stars, guys. Five Stars are coming here and I don't have tickets.
What do you mean coming here? Aren't they Australian?
Yeah, but they're touring here.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. What did you, like, favorites,
Oh,
ratings?
Well, rating of the whole album, like a 6.5 maybe.
Okay.
I liked EXO.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Dance Dance and Sugar Were Going Down, which is like the intention, and like I feel like I think those are the are they the most popular songs off it? Like the most well-known, Sugar We're Going Down.
Sugar We're Going Down and Dance Dance. And then like A Little Less 16 Candles.
And to be honest, I do like the intro track. I do like Our Lawyer Made Us Change the name of the song so we don't get sued. I think that's a theme with most of the albums we're talking about. The intro tracks are pretty much all bangers to me.
Yeah.
And this one's no exception. I do, ironically, in the middle where there's... I think this album went through a bit of a sophomore slump in the middle part, and I was in some...
Which songs?
I felt like it was a sham... Oh, I don't know. No, like, I don't think there's any songs that I would classify as bad. It just started getting a bit too samey and okay. Like, it was just like...
No, like, the middle's sort of my favourite part. Like...
I found it cool when I didn't even realize... I mean, that's the thing with how repetitive these songs are. I couldn't even clock it was Brendan Urie until I was on Album of the Year. I was like, oh, shit, Brendan Urie's in 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Yeah.
Why is that song 3 minutes long? Guys, like, you had one fucking job.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Yeah, but is this a 10 album for you? Or is it like a 9?
This is... I reckon this one's like an 8.5.
8.5, okay, yeah.
Like, this is really good for me, but not, like...
It's not Infinity
best.
on High.
It's not Infinity on High.
It's not Selling England by the Pound.
It's not. It's not The Black Parade, which we will get to
It's not
in
My
a little
Beautiful
bit.
Dark Twisted Fantasy.
It's not.
They didn't make Graduation.
Speaking in Infinity on High, one of the songs on that album, they made a music video for it, and Kim Kardashian kisses Pete Wentz in the music video. Fun fact.
Would that have been like 2007 or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so like 6 years pre-Kanye.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But
post-sex tape, importantly.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love this album.
I love
it's
my
so freaking good.
friends.
I love my friends. Shout out Kris Jenner. I love Kris Jenner.
If anybody needs a desperate shout out from the matinee soundtrack, it's the Jenner/Kardashian family. That's you can take that to the bank, guys. Is she still? Why is she still Jenner at this point? Because obviously she was Robert Kardashian, first husband, handled the OJ case. They divorced. Then got with Bruce Jenner, who's now Caitlyn Jenner. They're divorced because, I mean, obviously. So, like, why is she not back to her maiden name? It's just weird. Also, fuck Caitlyn Jenner for being a Trumpy.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're getting into...
We'll get into Panic at the Disco. This is Build God, Then We'll Talk.
Still one of your top 32 favorites?
Yeah.
Yeah, very understandable. So this is what, like, even within songs, there's a bit more variety and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fucking interpolating Sound of Music, Julie Andrews, or You've Already Won Me Over. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, yeah. This album I like way more. Than
really?
Yeah. Some actually, I'll say this: it has lower lows, but it has much higher highs, and overall, it's better. Because I mean, there's like
I agree.
The fucking intermission is like okay, and the introduction
no, but
is
it's
like okay.
When you like, I rewatched Live in Denver, which is their like concert video from this era. It's if I could go to any concert, it would be their Live in Denver concert.
Nice.
Because it's so good. And, like, the set, it's like Moulin Rouge.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of the
that's
album
the
cover
vibe.
Yeah.
But it's, like, they've got dancers. They've got, like, this, like, ringmaster character who, like, introduces a bunch of things. Like, it's so
really?
cool. It's so cool. And it's, like, yeah. Just so great. I forgot where I was going with this.
I was gonna say,
the intermission live is so crazy. It's like,
do they have shit going on stage?
Yeah.
Okay, is that why? Yeah. 'Cause
It's so
I'm just
cool.
hearing like.
I made Max
keyboard,
watch it.
whatever. Yeah. Oh god. I'm not sure any tag in the world is copying more hits on Letterboxd than Max's with Amelia Rose tag. Like in terms of percentage of movies to tag, like a hit rate of how many things logged with tag on it, like that's like probably what 80% of the shit he's doing at the moment. Apart from when he goes on flights, I guess that's when he clocks in his other stuff. I was gonna say, is I Write Sin's Not Tragedies the most famous song we cover this week?
Yeah. Or Welcome to the Black Parade, I guess. But
I think stream wise and just popular, because like I mean I'd heard of My Chemical Romance. And
okay.
Stuff, but
I think generally I Write Sin's Not Tragedies is probably the most well known from any of these albums. Max says, I don't have a life outside of watching movies with her.
That's how we hope all of you viewers are.
He's a film student.
Yeah. Was it when
she leaves the room, I cease to exist until she's back. True. Can confirm.
Well, he's messaging us right now.
Yeah, because he's here in spirit.
Because you brought him in a USB and plugged him into
yes.
the computer.
Yeah. Now you're getting it.
Sense. Yeah. Maximum overdrive. We're doing that. Stephen King.
Okay. Yeah, I love this album. This was like my first favorite album, I think.
Like,
I was like 10. This was my favorite album then.
Yeah.
I loved it. Then I heard Infinity on High by Fall Out Boy and it changed my life. And then I heard The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance and it changed my life.
Yeah, I was going to say this one and the Black Parade are ones where I could understand being like an impressionable 12, like a younger teenager, whatever, adolescent kid and be like, yeah, I'm going to make this on my whole personality. Yeah. I can get it. I don't get it hearing the Paramore one. I don't get it really with the first Fall Out Boy one. I'm like,
yeah, those two weren't as
but these two I'm just
but
like,
these two are my big ones.
Oh yeah. Like I could
this is like top 10 albums for me still.
And again, part of it is, and this is again, I haven't watched music videos. I'm not just off the voices. The voices of Brendan Urie, and I don't even know the dude who's the
Ryan Ross.
Yeah, who's the Chemical Romance guy.
Oh, Gerard Way.
Okay.
Ryan Ross is like the backing singer for Panic and guitarist.
Like their voices, they're like yeah, this guy's a fucking emo. This guy's not a
they're
poser.
So
He's an
distinctive.
emo. And then when you see, again, this is just from such a niche, I guess, chud, not true to the emo life. Just on Spotify, when you see the video thing in the background, like you look at the little clips from music videos that they show you, and I'm like, oh yeah, these guys look emo as fuck. They've got like the makeup on, whatever. You look at some of the Fall Out Boy ones, he's just wearing a cap.
But that was his thing. That was like the look of the time.
Bro, you're not a fucking emo, dude. You're just a.
I love him. I love him. I've got the same birthday as him.
What he? Oh, okay, cool. You know what he looks like. He looks like. Have you seen the guy who's like the rapping about being an everyday? I'm an everyday normal average motherfucker.
No.
Like, I've never seen that. Bro, it's one of the best YouTube videos of all time. This guy, he makes an entire rap, and it's the second one. I haven't even seen the first one. Apparently, it's a sequel.
Oh my god!
And he's just rapping about being a normal guy. He's like, I see these hot girls, and like they make me nervous, so I just like look the other way as I walk past them. It's like, oh, every day.
That's Patrick Stump. That's 5'4" Patrick Stump.
Yeah.
All Fall Out Boy guys are really short. Like the tallest is 5'6".
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but I don't really envision any tall people listening to emo music. Everyday Normal Guy 2 is what it's called. I'll play a little bit. 138 million views.
Jesus. What the hell?
Just a white guy.
One night a week
My mom likes to cook me supper. I'm just a regular, everyday, normal motherfucker. And Michael Keaton was my favorite Batman. I was walking down the street just the other day. I saw these two fine bitches, they were walking my way. Yo, what you girls doing tonight is what I wanted to say. But suddenly I panicked, my voice started to shake. So I put my head down and I just walked away. I had a bus to catch anyway, it worked out great. Got on the bus, put my headphones on and pressed play. Sheryl Crow, James Blunt, a motherfucking Ace of Base. Yo, what can I...
Okay.
That is what I get from the visual style of Patrick, and that's a great. I highly encourage anybody who hasn't seen that to watch that YouTube music video, because the music video is great as well. He's got a crazy outfit, and by that I mean he's just wearing one of those zip-up hoodies with the hood on and sunglasses and a baseball cap underneath it, and he's just walking around being a regular. He's just a regular dude. Right. And Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman.
Michael Keaton's my favorite Batman.
See, you're an everyday, regular, normal motherfucker too.
Yeah, I'm the sequel.
There's one where he's like, there's one of the lines is like, it's like, I don't prefer margarine, I like the taste of butter. He's
like literally me.
He's just a random guy. Yeah.
Anyway, back onto Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
They were discovered by Pete Wentz. Fun fact. They were just this like normal band. They were everyday motherfuckers from Las Vegas in 2004, just writing music, being 17 years old, 16 years old.
So Pete Wentz was getting in contact with teenagers and telling him you're so talented.
Yeah, he's got a streak of that, actually.
Lovely.
But we'll move on from that. Panic at the Disco. They sucked. They had a few demos, they were really bad, but Pete Wentz saw the potential and he was like, I'm going to sign these guys, even though he hadn't even released From Under the Cork Tree yet. So Fall Out Boy only had the one album out, which is like good but not great.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I want to make these guys big. And he helped them, he helped Ryan write the lyrics, because again, the singer's not writing the lyrics of Panic at the Disco. Ryan Ross, the guitarist, is. And he was the original singer as well. And he Brendan took over because he's got a stronger voice than Ryan. Ryan's better on the second album. Ryan sings a lot more on the second album, and his voice really suits that because it's rip-off Beatles.
Yeah.
And I really like it. I used to hate it, but now it's really grown on me and I really love it. But yeah, he's got a very specific voice for that sort of music, so it didn't really work with the punk sort of stuff they were doing, so Brendan took over for that. And then they sort of swapped on the second album. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I love his voice. I mean, I'd probably just... Yeah, I mean, I'd say Build God Then We'll Talk's probably my favorite.
Yeah,
and then,
same.
I don't know. I mean, it's a toss-up between... Again, I like the intro track. I like... I don't know, can I just say, the only difference? Do I have to say the whole fucking thing?
You can just say the only difference.
Yeah, the only difference in Alright, Sins Not Tragedies. They're probably my next couple favorites. I don't like Nails for Breakfast, Tax for Snacks.
That's my least favorite.
Oh, nice.
That and Time to Dance. Time to Dance was their first song that they wrote. And that was the demo that Pete Wentz saw and was like, I'm going to make these guys really big. Yeah. Brendan Urie actually did a drunk history of Fall Out Boy in 2013 or something.
A drunk history?
Yeah, drunk history of Fall Out Boy. And he got really drunk. They were on tour together. And they just filmed him doing a whole yap about the history of Fall Out Boy, and he was just making stuff up.
Did he have a PowerPoint presentation as well? He was pointing.
No, but they recreated what he was saying. It's a really cool video.
Oh, okay.
And as much as Brendan Urie sucks now, has sucked for 10 years.
This is part of that. Is Taylor Swift collaboration.
Oh, Gigi told me to do the intro to Panic at the Disco, play that, and sing the matinee soundtrack over me. But I think I'm going to save that for when we do the Panic at the Disco episode later.
How'd that even work though?
Promise that you'll never find another the matinee soundtrack.
See, that works. That doesn't work.
Anyway, I don't know if should I play some Ryan Ross singing in the second album, or should I leave that for a later Panic episode?
You're on the soundboard, bro.
Yes, I'm just gonna. Okay, I'll play this so you can hear Ryan Ross's voice a little bit.
That is a Beatles ripoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was genuinely hang on, that actually sounds exact.
I know.
Wow, so it sounds very different from Rick Ross, despite their similar names. You know. Yeah. I bet you wish my bitch would give your ass a bone.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Rating for this album?
7.5 or 7. I don't know, like 7.5 to 7. Like,
Okay.
yeah, good. Liked
This
it better.
is like a 9.8 for me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that a 10 when you watch the Live in Denver
Yes.
thing? Okay.
Yes. Because they do a cover of Karma Police and Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins Live in Denver.
Okay, well, that's just, yeah, great. It's like, oh, I don't like this album. But, guys, I mean, we're doing a cover of Kanye West Graduation, so it makes it good. Okay. Jesus.
But yeah, they're like,
That's just cheating.
it's so good though. That's what actually got me into Radiohead. I saw Live in Denver when I was like
Wow.
10. And I was like, oh my god, I need to check this band out that they're covering. So I heard the Panic at the Disco cover of
I'm
Karma
going to help
Police.
this niche band out. Panic in the Disco made Radiohead famous. I'm
Yeah.
going to help them out.
To me, they did. And then they did Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins, which I sang at my mum's 50th birthday, which was really nice.
Mad invite.
I
That's
didn't
like the- is
even
that
know
the
you.
First time I've been able to hit that back at you.
Did I even know you then? I don't think I did.
Didn't ask, bro. Mad invite anyway.
That's true. I should have known.
Exactly, you should.
I should have invited my future best friend.
Alright, Jinx.
Should we move on to Paramore?
Yeah.
I was going to do it in chronological order, but I want to save the Black Parade for last because
Right.
I think that's the best
Because
album.
she wants to
of
keep
all
the black
that
people
you're
at the back
doing.
of the bus. You heard that. The
Shut
Black
your
Parade
gob.
in her. Racist.
Yeah. Which I'll do Fences.
Okay.
This is Fences from Paramore's Riot.
I'm sitting in a room made up of only big white walls, and in the hall there are people looking through the window in the door. They know exactly what we're here for. Don't look up, just let them think. There's no place else to rather be. You're always on display for everyone to watch and learn from. Don't you know by now you can't turn back, because this road is all you'll ever have. And it's obvious that you're dying, just living proof that the camera's lying. And open wide, 'cause this is your night. So smile, 'cause you'll go out in style. You'll go out in style.
Banger.
It's good. I like it better than Drowned in Sound did. Gareth Dobson from Drowned in Sound said, at 38 minutes long, this album is mercifully brief, but still manages to feel like a double album for those who endure it. That's those who don't manage to forget that it's on the stereo at all. Anyway, yeah. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, so that's a bit harsh.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if I like this more or less. Probably about the same as From Under the Cork Tree, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like, there's some bangers. That's what you get. That's what you get. Yeah, that's great. I love Misery Business. I actually like Crush Crush Crush, which I don't know if that I mean, I don't know
That was
anything.
one of the singles.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I didn't know. I mean, this is me not knowing anything about like the history. I didn't know which songs like popular by the fan and which songs hated. I felt like Crush 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 might have been divisive, but is that incorrect?
I really like it. I think a lot of people like that one a lot.
I like
So-
another good intro song. I don't like the ending song. I don't like Born for This.
That's one of my favorites.
I guess I just wasn't born for it.
That samples a song by Refuse, this like Swedish hardcore band, which I have also seen live.
I'm very happy you followed up with Swedish hardcore band, because I was going to say, what the fuck is Refuse? This music is taking me back through your childhood.
All the memories, my grandma says.
Right. Oh, and also, this is nothing against the album. It's not its fault. I was disappointed to not hear any of the Paramore songs I know from Cultural Osmosis. Like, don't know, have heard before.
You've never heard Misery Business?
No. About, like,
Oh.
Hard Times, and...
That's the 2017 album after that.
Okay. And what's the other one of the...
Still Into You.
No, well, there's that, but
Ain't it fun?
yeah, this is a night. I've never listened to that song in
I've
full.
seen Paramore.
But I was like, oh, is that gonna be on this album? And it wasn't there.
No, that's
I was-
the 2013. I want to do a Paramore week.
Well, you
I
kind of
really-
fucked it, didn't you? Then how many albums?
I want to do a week for all of Paramore. Have 6 albums.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Like I want to do a week for all of these artists.
Just wait till we do Taylor Swift Week 2. All the albums we didn't talk about.
Yeah, but we basically did kind of talk about them in passing anyway. So.
Yeah, but not in full.
Yeah.
We didn't talk that much about debut. The whole week is just
You're
on debut
gay!
week. Woo!
That's my 16-year-old Taylor Swift impression. You're gay!
No, that's your 16-year-old self talking
yeah.
to
Yeah.
yourself in the mirror. You're gay.
You're gay!
That's Amelia Rose playing COD after she got killed.
You're gay! Can we make that like a sound
a
bite and
soundbite?
play
Yeah.
it?
Anytime one of us
You're
has an opinion we
gay!
don't like, we just play. You're gay. Yeah.
Or I could always just sing it every time. You're gay!
You're gay. Okay, that we might get kicked off the air if we keep doing it.
You're
They
gay!
said we could
Me
say
to the
pretty much
photo managers.
anything. Yeah, we could say anything on the show, but Charlotte might kick up a fuss. We just
Well, Charlotte's not manager anymore. Have you seen the message?
nah, bro. I don't look at Slack. I'll be real.
Yeah, I do that admin.
Well, there is no admin. What the fuck do you do? I was the one who sent the whole thing in when somebody asked about the magazine, which I don't even know if that ever happened.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, fuck.
You're gay! Mina Farrago.
Is that how it's pronounced? Farrago.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're gay!
Fodder team, let's have a look. I cannot make my slot again tomorrow at 8 because of my building's ball, so studio's
Oh.
free. Thanks, Gabby.
Oh, okay.
I have a wee spot of news, thought it would be best to hear it from me first. As oh shit, so that was yesterday. Okay, well it wasn't like yeah. I've been
Yeah.
doing this for the past year now, it's getting real close.
Anyway, rest in peace, Charlotte manager.
Oh.
Anyway, Paramore.
We broke her officially. We kicked her off there.
Yeah,
she was so sick
we-
of our bullshit.
It was us that
She
made
listened
Charlotte
to
resign.
what episode do you reckon would have been the hardest to listen to? I was thinking the first episode would have been. Oh, actually, no. What made what made one of my friends crash out and never listen to us again? 'Cause
Was it
she's
my Lord of the Rings?
Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
and crashed out at you deciding to make up names for the fellowship. They were just like, "This is the dumbest shit ever. I can't listen to it. She's so unfunny. I'm like, I can't do this."
Our first hater. Of many, probably.
no, just hate her of you because she likes me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro. I mean, and like even concept, bro. You have to admit, it makes no sense for you to do that. You're like, oh, it was like so hard to pay attention. I wasn't gonna waste time coming up with names for all the characters. Even though, bro, what the fuck?
It was just fun.
Well, I mean, I don't think she also took kindly to the I was falling asleep.
Well, that's true.
I know. That's why she didn't take kindly
Womp
to
womp.
it. Yeah, so maybe Charlotte's like a massive Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
fan. It was
maybe.
Like, I can't do this anymore. Back onto Paramore.
Back
though.
onto Paramore. There was like so much drama with band members. There has always been drama with Paramore band
I was
members.
gonna say, is there 4 people on the cover, but there's 3 of them now?
Yeah, they're not really the same people either.
Oh.
It's just Hayley. Hayley's been the main consistent one. There was like, hold on, I need to pull up the names so I can remember the history.
Josh Farrow, Hayley Williams, Zach
Jo-
Farrow, David Bendith, and Taylor York.
Well, their first album, All We Know Is Falling, which we will probably cover some week, they had the bassist, Jeremy Davis, and then he left the band because he was, like, not doing well. Like, he just, like, didn't show up to stuff, which was also a thing in Panic at the Disco's band. They fired their bassist, Brent Wilson. Brent Wilson? Is it Brent Wilson? I don't
Check
know.
out the big brain on
It was a
Brent.
But yeah, Jeremy Davis got fired.
Oh, no.
But then Josh Farrow and Zach Farrow brothers and Hayley Williams. Hayley Williams wanted Jeremy back, but the Farrow brothers wanted to bring...
Everybody wants Jeremy back. now.
Yeah. The Farrow brothers wanted to bring in Taylor York as a guitarist. So they did that. Then they got Davis back, like Jeremy Davis back. Yeah, and then there was like beef with Josh Farrow at some point. I'll look more into it when we do
Well, I
Paramore
mean, it's
Week.
tough. I
But
mean, his brother's not playing well for Essendon at the moment. Jacob Farah. He's I think he got dropped. So.
But yeah, and then Josh Farah got really like homophobic and racist and like, tweeted a bunch of stuff. And then
real?
Zach Farah, his brother, was like, "Yeah, we don't condone that."
So
yeah,
he went
so
all in, homophobic and racist. That's
yeah,
it.
and then Jeremy left the band again, and so now it's just
Jeremy's
Hayley-
breaking class today, man.
yeah, Hayley, Taylor, and Zach. It's been that for like the past 10 years, and Hayley was dating, I think, Josh, the homophobic one, before he left the band or something. I don't really remember. But then she started dating Taylor York
Oh.
like 10 years ago, and I think they broke up because she released a solo album and there's like some really sad songs, and it's like, oh, I think they're done. I think Paramore might be done. So very sad about that. I have seen Paramore live, very thankful for that. I really want to see Hayley Williams' solo show live because her latest album is freaking banger and she's so gorgeous and her tour looks amazing. I love her. And yeah, so I think her and Taylor York broke up. That's that.
Have you seen all the bands live?
I have not seen Fall Out Boy or Panic at the Disco. I had
That's
tickets.
very surprising.
I know I had tickets to see Fall Out Boy, but they cancelled because it was 2020. And Panic at the Disco, I don't ever want to see now because of Brendan Urie being racist and like transphobic kinda, and like
Didn't expect that from a guy who seems
Yeah.
kind of okay with cross-dressing.
Yeah. And he like made some rape jokes and stuff, and his security guard and drummer like were getting with minors while they were on tour and stuff, and he is still friends with them and like defended them.
And you still
So-
like their album a lot.
No, I like their first album. I like Ryan Ross. That's who I like about Panic at the Disco. So, and Brendan Urie's latest albums have been shit. So,
Sounds like there's a Panic at the Police station to arrest
yeah,
these guys.
exactly. So, but Brendan Urie is a dad now and no longer releasing music or touring.
What a
so-
shame, because like I had some high hopes for their career.
Yeah. But yeah,
you know.
so I will never be seeing Panic at the Disco live.
But you're not panicking about it.
I'm not. I'm really not, because
But will you
it
be a
will never
crash
be.
out boy if you never see Fall Out Boy
I
live?
will.
Okay,
I actually
yeah.
will. I'm going. Like, I will cry. I will like.
Crying, throwing up, whatever.
Yeah,
all that.
crying, throwing up if I never get to see Fall Out Boy, because I love that band.
Why don't you just hire them for like your wedding? Just do that.
I didn't consider that.
Just do it. They'd be down. They'd see like you're a chill guy.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey, like I'm just a chill guy. Why
I'm
don't you
just a
come
chill
to
guy.
Australia? Or like you'd be like, oh, I'll come to you if you guys are. I don't know where they're based. Where are Fall Out Boy based?
Well, they like started in Chicago. I don't know where they are now. I think
When you're back
there's
in
a light on in Chicago. That's a song on their first album.
Oh.
Because they love Chicago, and they're from Chicago.
When I'm back in
Chicago, I feel
it.
Anyway, Paramore album.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably whatever. Did I say 6 or 6.5 for the Fall Out Boy? Probably the same.
6.5.
It's a bit shorter, which
Yeah.
I like. And again, I like Hayley Williams' voice more. But
I love her voice.
I know, I
She's
feel
so
like they're-
insanely talented.
this doesn't have some of the edge that even some of the Fall Out Boy songs, and
Yeah.
definitely that the Chemical Romance songs and Panic at the Disco songs have. There's
Yeah.
not as much of an like. It's this
is like-
especially when, because Amelia Rose told me to listen to these in chronological order, which is what I'd been listening to them in, and there's like a massive drop off between like how much of like a story and how out there the production is in some of the lyrics. Like it's just more. This is more normal, and this is more like
Yeah.
pop adjacent. Like I like
This is
like I'm surprised this is even classified as emo. I mean, obviously I don't know the genre well, so I guess maybe it does. But
It
like
does.
to me,
It
I'm
definitely
like,
does.
really? But like,
This is like later stuff. I think like My Chemical Romance is like the very middle.
okay.
Like the Black Parade album, everything that comes after that is like, well, most things that come after that are like quite different.
Probably
and,
because
like-
people like, well, all like the high intensity shit's been that we picked.
Yeah.
We can't really top that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, except for Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy were like great still.
Well,
until
they
their
went on-
hiatus.
yeah, until
Until
they
their
fucking gave up
hiatus.
for 4
Yeah,
years. Yeah, man.
because they were beefing.
That's the lamest shit, bro. Bands, it's not that hard to stay together, bro. Like everyone's, I feel like everyone just wants to be the Beatles. Like, you're not the Beatles, bro. Like, I mean, you can be incredibly fucking successful and stay together. Look at Coldplay. It's not that hard.
We'll
AC/DC.
talk about Panic at the Disco week. That was like crazy stuff. There's crazy stuff that happens with Brendan Urie and Ryan Ross.
Well, you just
But-
crazier than what you just said?
Yeah, crazier than what I just said.
Oh, my God.
Well, I'll just say it now. A fan catfished Ryan Ross pretending to be Brendan Urie, and it like
How would that work?
I'll save
How
it for
dumb do you have to be?
No.
Oh, I got a
Don't.
message from Brendan Urie. It's not from his usual number. It's an unknown number, and it's from, or
No,
if
but
it's a
they
letter,
hadn't been talking for years, and he thought it was Brendan like trying to
reach back out.
Yes. And it's like he spoke to him and stuff. We'll get into it in a Panic at the Disco episode.
As if like he. Nah, that's still dumb. Because like if somebody would
No.
reach out, you'd reach out through when you're like fucking music stars like that. You reach out through like management and shit. If you like act like. If you're
Okay.
agents, whatever.
Anyway, we'll get on to like one of my favorite.
That sounds like a Black Parade of Misery to me.
Yeah, this is my like third favorite album of all time. This is The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. What song shall I do? Maybe we do The Sharpest Lives. I will.
Take
Okay,
your time,
this is
bro.
The Sharpest Lives. Banger,
Yeah, that one's very good.
banger, banger, banger.
Not quite that. The album is a banger.
The album is so banger.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I don't know. That song's like probably like a solid 7.5 for me, but it's like that's like one of the least standouts for me on the album.
What are your standouts?
Teenagers, teenagers, bro.
That's
Teenagers
like
is
my
good.
least favorite on the album.
Well, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Teenagers. I was listening. I'm like, I like it, but I could see how it's like a RoboCop-esque song.
Mm.
Like, you either like it, you don't. Welcome to the Black Parade.
Yeah.
I really like Dead.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna sound bad, but I like Cancer.
The Beatles. The Beatles never wrote a song bashing cancer. The post that I made. Did you look at the post?
Bro, I can remember. You put like way more memes up than me, so because
Literally
you're on
the
TikTok,
first
so you
meme
can
on
find
the post.
it better. All right, let me have a look. Yeah, but I just kind of scrolled to look at mine. I fuck cancer. Never already. Two of them. Well, one of them died from cancer, so I don't know about
Rest
that
in
one.
peace, George Harrison.
Gay potion. We kissed ordering gay potion from the dark web at 3 a.m.
Oh my god, I didn't even talk about that yet. Pete Wentz and Mikey Way. Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy. Mikey Way from My Chemical Romance. Gay! Just a fun fact.
Is that a breaking news story, or has that been known?
That has been known, but it's like not explicit. And
Okay.
it was basically just like Pete Wentz on Tumblr posting like cryptic stories like, I left a note on your chest in lipstick, and like talking about like how he was like watching the sunset with him and how it was like the happiest he's ever been. And then like Mikey Way would like post something and be like, what a great sunset or something. Like so it was like they were very like never confirmed it, but also like just weird stuff.
Yeah.
And then there was like a 4th of July post, and then like 10 years later Fall Out Boy released a song called 4th of July, and it was like, you and I were fireworks heading off too soon. Like, I miss you. Like,
Not that deep.
It kind of was. Summer of 2005.
Some of the millennial shit I've ever heard, posting on Tumblr about
Yeah.
your secret celebrity gay romance.
Yeah.
I will say, I mean, this is my favorite of the albums. This is probably a 9 out of 10 for me, this album.
Uh-huh.
Worst ending, though. You're going to have a hidden track.
Okay.
And it's like,
I didn't
most
even-
of it is fucking silence. And then there's like
Yes.
a minute thing. And it's like,
Because,
why?
Because I didn't even know that Blood existed until I had listened to the CD. Because the way that I listened to the My Chemical Romance albums, I got the CDs.
Yeah.
And I listened to them on my CD player. And as soon as Famous Last Words would finish, I would just go back to the first track.
Yeah.
And I was listening to it when I was going to sleep once. And it was just silence. I'm I'm not going to play it again. And then Blood starts playing 2 minutes later. I'm
You're like,
what the hell is
Yeah.
this? I did not know it existed. And it's I can't imagine people in 2006 when this album released, hearing that for the first time, I guess. Because they, later made a music video for it.
Why would there be... You know,
But
you
it's
realize hidden tracks on most
I
albums.
know, but it's just so cool. Because it's I don't know. I never expected it. And it's they didn't put it on any of the, stuff or anything. And I was just what the hell is... But it is my, least favorite.
Yeah.
I don't count it as properly being on the album.
No, I know. It's just annoying to me. I'm
Yeah.
I guess
I
I
never
gotta listen
listened
to the
to it.
whole thing, and there's fucking 2 minutes of silence, so I have to skip and then try and get the timing right for the thing. If you're gonna do a hidden track, give it 25, 30 seconds of silence. It's a minute and a half.
I
of
know,
silence.
because that's how it is on the CD.
Yeah, as I'm saying, on the CD, it doesn't have to be that long. There's no reason to
No, but it's cool.
30 seconds is enough time where people, if they're singing silence for 30 seconds, are oh yeah, I'll take out the CD, and they won't notice it, and you can make it a hidden track. You don't have to be it for that long.
I like
Because then I see it, I'm okay, there's a hidden track, so I want to listen to the hidden track, and I'm well, it's just silence, it's still silence. What am I doing? Come on. Especially since it's kind of cold to have your last song be Famous Last Words.
Yeah.
That's a cold, oh, that's fire, bro. And then
Yeah.
you ruin it, Blood. Man, get out of here, bro.
Just ignore Blood. Let's pretend it doesn't exist.
Ignore Blood.
Ignore Blood.
Who is Blood? Who let Blood in?
Who let Blood in?
Don't even joke, Blood.
Don't even joke.
Do you reckon they were inspired by Radiohead with This Is How I Disappear in terms of how to disappear completely?
Maybe.
Tom York, Taylor York from fucking
Paramore. Also, I forgot to mention Paramore were also discovered by P. Wentz.
He loves grooming young people. He's a nice power imbalance guy.
Yeah. Anyway, he also discovered 21 Pilots, I'm pretty sure.
21 Guns, Green Day. Charlie, friend of the show, my brother's #1 most listened to song from the Spotify history of his account. 21 Guns, I'm pretty sure was number 1. 120.
Mine was 15 by Taylor Swift.
Sorry, what? Your #1 song in the history of your account?
Yeah, 15 by Taylor Swift. Because I listened to it every day when I was 15.
I forgot you were such a loose.
Oh, shut your gob.
You listen to a song.
Shut your gob.
Wait, so you're going to do that in 3 years when you turn 22?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Jesus Christ, you would have been insufferable to go to school with. Can you confirm, JB, Sophie? Pat Conlon, was he at your school?
No.
He went to the private.
Yeah, he went to Panola.
Dash, if you're still listening.
What?
If he's still listening, Dash, if you're still plugged into the podcast, can you confirm? If Mr. Whitmore's ever... does Mr. Whitmore know
I haven't
about...
emailed him.
He doesn't know about the show?
No.
We need to
I
have him
keep
on as a
putting it
guest.
off. I keep meaning to email him, but I also, he's got a new baby, and I don't
We need to
wanna,
let the people decide in terms of mannerisms and voice and inflections. Are we the same?
I know, we should get Whitmore feature.
Sophie was having a thing with it.
You
when I
talk the
saw her.
same as him. This is my high school music teacher.
Who Sophie is way too... Sophie and you are way too involved in his personal life.
Kinda.
Got his fucking phone number, don't you?
Yeah.
That's fucked.
It was for an excursion.
Why do you still have it? Why do you know about his wife?
I love his wife.
Why do you love his...
No, she's just really nice.
Great. They have a kid... You were wasn't she pregnant recently? You're like, oh...
Yeah, they
when's
had a
the-"
baby.
Yeah.
The baby girl.
I'm hoping you don't know the name.
I don't actually, because
Thank
I haven't
God.
emailed.
should shoot him a text through him. You up?
You up?
Who up? Who up?
WID.
Who up? Texting they Whitmore right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess there's less to say about Black Parade 'cause it's just, yeah, it's a great album. It's fucking banger.
It's so good.
Um,
The way that they recorded it was actually like they wrote it at this mansion, the Paramore Mansion in LA.
There's a Paramore mansion.
Yeah. And it's like haunted and scary, and Gerard was having like night terrors, and that's what he wrote Sleep about. And Mikey was just like going insane kinda, and like being an alcoholic and depressed because he was like so isolated. And yeah, it was just like not great. They wrote like this really dark album and then scrapped it.
Scrapyard, Quadeco.
And yeah,
Damn.
but yeah, just not a fun writing experience, I guess, for them. But it turned out awesome in the end.
I mean,
This is like the emo album ever.
I was gonna say I haven't listened to Infinity on High, but I'd be struggling to see how it could top this.
Like, it's just more, I just prefer it more because I like the lyricism a lot more. I think Pete Wentz really did great. I think this song is a lot more, like, this album is a lot more important to society. To, like, in the music scene, I guess. In the conversation about emo music, because Fall Out Boy with Infinity on High is also just, like, pop punk.
Yeah.
But it's, like, a lot more, like, story-based, but taking inspiration from real life as well. But this album is, like, a whole concept album about, like, death and...
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure this song was on the Hive Mind fans favorite bracket thing, like the Hive Mind favorite album, fans favorite albums of all time. I'm pretty sure Black Parade was on.
Yeah,
there.
it was. I remember. And I was like, that is so
highly beloved.
real.
You felt represented.
I
As
did.
one of your favorites. Yeah.
I really did.
Shall we get into the game?
Sure.
So today, and you guys at home can play along as well. I'm going to read out some heist plans, and you have to guess if they were real or from a movie, and if so, from a movie, you know which ones. Some of the movies I would be very surprised. I'd assume you don't know them.
Yeah.
But yeah, start with one of the easier ones.
Okay.
So this heist was planned to steal money from a stadium in Boston on a game day. Oh, sorry, the day before a game day, because they have a lot of money stashed there because... especially with American sports, they've got games pretty much like regularly every week, and they had all the receipts from the previous days. Like this was the day in between game days, and so they had the previous days, all the receipts from the merchandise, the food, all of that. And it was like before they were going to be transported, and so they went in dressed as policemen and came out as people in ambulance outfits to take the money. So yeah, they stole from a sports stadium and came in as police dressed out as ambulance. Do you reckon that was a real thing that happened or made up for a film?
I think film.
Do you have a guess of a film?
No. I'm not going to have any guesses.
You will for one of them. Yeah, that is a film. That is The Town. That is Ben Affleck.
Wait, I've watched that.
Yeah, that's why I give it as a layup, because I'm pretty sure she's seen The Town.
I did not pay attention. I just watched it because my media teacher told me to watch it, and I was like half asleep, and I hate Ben Affleck. So, yeah.
Not Matt Damon. Matt Damon, you are not. All right. This one, there was, an attempted, this isn't the heist thing, but the people attempting to smuggle this royal scepter that had been stolen from France. They were trying to attempt to smuggle into Canada, and they got caught, but this is not the heist thing. This is like the background for the heist. And it got caught by the Canadian customs people. And so then they had it, but they didn't know it was like a French treasure. They just saw like it was, in like somebody's bag, and they weren't declaring it, whatever. So they had it in like the basement of their thing, and then so then people who the attempted smugglers and the people who were the fencers who were going to sell this from the smugglers, then were like, okay, we there were two different plans to steal the scepter back from the customs people. And they had to do it quickly before the customs people realized this is like a French national treasure, and they were going to put it under maximum security and stuff, so they had to get it before then. And how they did it was one guy pretended to be mentally disabled and become a janitor, and the other guy figured out, went to the sewerage network, because it was in the basement where they were keeping it,
and like went to put loosened and like mapped out the entire sewage network underneath, and he was going to come up through the sewers, break in, and he was going to be like a more smash and grab and then get out that way, and the other guy was going to be like more stealthily as a janitor the whole time. Like again, they were, but both of them planned on setting off fire alarms and getting people to leave and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to, with all of these heists, whether they're real or fictitious in the movie or in real life, I'm not going to say whether they were successful or not. But that was the outlining plans to steal this massive scepter that was worth about $30 million.
I'm going to say that was real.
No, that's from a movie. That's from The Score with Robert De Niro and Ed Norton. Yeah. Which is like cool, and that in the movie they become aware of each other's like plans and stuff. But then then Ed Norton tries to betray him, and then De Niro like anticipates the betrayal. It's a heist movie. There's always like a fucking twist where people betray the others. All right. Next one. Which one should I pick?
I forgot to mention. For My Chemical Romance, do you know who the woman's voice in Mama is?
No.
Liza Minnelli.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah.
No,
Little
that's
fun
really
fact for
cool.
you.
Yeah, thanks.
One of the producers or something knew her, and like Gerard, like got into character, like practicing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, do you know whose voice would really suit this? Liza Minnelli. And one of the producers was like, let me just call Liza up. Yeah. He's like, thank you, Liza Minnelli. But yeah, she just like sent a little recording of her singing it. So yeah, we love Liza Minnelli of Arrested Development.
And no
Lucille
other fame.
too.
No other fame. She's done nothing else in her career, obviously. Cabaret.
Maybe this time.
And being who's
Judy Garland.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway,
Liza Minnelli.
Yeah. So next one. So picture this. This is a gimme, I think. Like if you could tell this is a real or fake or not. And I said, so not all of these are heists. They're plans to get money. These guys decided to kidnap the CEO of a beer company, very famous beer company, and hold him for ransom. And so how they did it was they knew this was in the 80s as well, so it was like really, really lax security. And they picked him up in a car, and the driver, like he was coming outside to meet the driver, and they just came up with gunpoint, chucked them in their own car, and drove off with both of them to a safe house in like the middle of nowhere, and kept them alive and well, and had to send receipts to the police. And then they had this whole detailed drop-off complicated thing where like the police would go and they go to this random building and they'd find a note and say, okay, like we want only one of you, because we assume there's multiple police people we've told to go to to the drop off. We assume multiple of you turn up. We only want like one of you to go to this next location, and then from there, and like there was like a random bypass in the middle of nowhere, and they were going to drop it off the top highway because it's like a bypass that goes over like onto the other one where there'll be like a car to like drive off in the other direction, and we're watching you and all this stuff, and then for the more complicated part of how do you give back the CEO without, exposing yourselves. They send him back in their own like beer vans, like in the beer company, because like it's like a very large company. I'm not going to say which one because maybe you would have heard of the actual thing, but I feel like if you have at this point, then you probably know it, because it's like kind of infamous. But send him back in the beer companies, which like their vans was like very secure anyway, and they had like stolen one because they had one guy working for them in the past, and that took place over 4 weeks. Was holding him hostage to get the money, and they got 30 million. Oh wow! It was before the euro, so I can't remember what the currency was, but quite a bit of money.
Okay, I am not tapped in on heists or anything, so I genuinely have no idea. I'm going to say that is real. Yeah, that is real, and that was the Heineken CEO that they got, Freddie Heineken. They all got caught later, so it was successful. They got caught 2 years later because they're like tracking him down, and they're trying to track down people who
don't have that much money and seeing people spend money, whatever, and they were, but like, so in terms of like the drop off and everything, and they had to make sure the police didn't put any trackers on the money, and they did it like they got away with all of it. They were just, I mean, it happened in Netherlands, and they got caught in France. Like, bro, go further. You got like $16 million US. Like, get the fuck out to fucking Thailand, bro.
Wow.
But yeah, so that was a real thing. The kidnapping of Freddie Heineken and his driver. The driver, again, they had to just have the driver there, and again keep feeding these guys because they wanted to be like humanitarian and yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty crazy. All right, this one. So Art Museum, Boston, and 13 pieces of art from Rembrandt. Well, Rembrandt's the main one, but like Degas. There was an ancient Chinese gu, which is like a decanter, a French imperial eagle, whatever, all worth $500 million.
Oh.
And how they stole it was 12:30 a.m. on St. Patrick's Day, and so they were dressed as policemen. They come up to this art museum, which only has 2 security guards, and they go like, "Oh, like we heard reports of some disturbance here. Like I think like somebody outside, like in the public, said they saw some people like coming into your grounds, climbing over the fence, like, and they're like, and so the security guards let them in because they're just like, oh yeah, probably like drunk St. Paddy's Day people who are like, oh, let's go have a look at the art in the middle of the night. So that they let these guys in, and then to keep them away from like suspecting anything and to get like the guy off the desk, where the silent alarm was, like he was like, oh. Like he pointed, there was like a roster. They were in like the staff, like the 2 guys who were pretending to be policemen went to like the staff room and saw they pretended to like look at somebody's face on the roster sheet and be like, he looks like someone we're interested in. Could you like come up and like give me their details? Like, what do you know about this guy? And then as soon as they got off the desk, they like hit them with their sticks and like tied them up and then gloated to them like how we're actually criminals. Yeah, and then they took. They took 13 pieces of art worth $500 million on St. Patrick's Day, while wearing fake police disguises, and then they left in the uniforms of the security guards. So they made them naked, which is, you're gay. For doing
You're
that.
gay.
Yeah. Reckon that was something that happened in a movie or TV show, fiction or reality?
I don't know. I'm gonna say. Real.
Yeah, it's real, and they never caught them.
Oh my god!
$500 million. They got away with it scot-free.
Holy moly!
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. I mean, that's like, damn.
Do you want to see something cool? Look at my T-shirt. I'm flashing Jeremy right now. It's
I'll
a My
take a
Chemical
picture of it
Romance
so we can
T-shirt.
put it on the
Oh yeah.
God. All right, this one. Vegas casinos. What they did was they called in to say that, like, we're robbing you right now. We're in your vaults. And they'd hack the camera footage to show that they were in the vaults. And then they
this
were
is
actually
fake.
they were the SWAT team that came in and then took it. This is Ocean's 11, the
Yeah.
first one. I was going to do Ocean's 13 because it's like niche, but it's not really a heist. Like, they're not stealing anything.
Yeah.
They go in there to rig the casino to give everybody lots of money and to go and fuck up the day of the guy who's the
This
hotel
is the one I
reviewer.
remember the most. Like, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to give that as the first one, but I was like, oh, she's probably also seen The Town, which you had, but you just you
I
cooked
just
it.
don't remember it.
All right. In 2005, gang of thieves tunneled their way into a Brazilian bank, and so 3 months prior, they've created a landscaping business so that they would have a guys to buy all the equipment for digging and things like that. Like, oh, that's why that's because governments keep track. If you like go and buy like shitloads of fertilizer, stuff that can be used as explosive, they like track who does that. So they created a business and actually took on like several real clients to do this. And then they stole $70 million worth of, it was like Brazilian reHEATed, whatever, by digging 250 meters underneath a bank and then coming up from under the vault. Yeah. Do you reckon that was a real thing?
I'm going to say that's real.
Yeah, and they all got caught.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yikes.
This next one, kind of crazy.
So a bunch of people upset because they didn't invested money in this guy on Wall Street, and he was running a Ponzi scheme. And so then he got caught by the feds, but he still had like a bunch of money and was gonna like be able to keep some of it, because like they wouldn't be able, because what he had done was he transferred some of his money into gold, and they'd built some random shit in his house as like made of gold, including like parts of his car. And so what these people did was they waited till his court date for the regular court date for like the Ponzi scheme and the fraud to go in, and then what looked like to the police like, oh, just a regular burglary. They're just taking like random like stuff that is like valuable in your house, but it's not like crazy, whatever. And they did that deliberately because they knew that this guy, like melted his shit into gold and made like stuff out of it and like put it on the inside of like stereo equipment and all that. And so that got the police off their backs for a bit, and they got away with it. The hardest part though was stealing the car, because then they're like, oh, why would they steal a car, whatever, because the car had gold parts in it as well.
I'm gonna say that's real.
No, that's fake. That's from a Ben Stiller movie called Tower Heist.
Okay.
And the people who do it, who are like wronged by investing in this guy, are like all these different people who live in this apartment tower. Okay. And it's the guy in the penthouse. And with the car, how they get it out is they fucking just they like drive it off the top of the thing into like the tower pool. And the police, when they come up, they're like, hey, you stole the stuff. And we're like, where's the car? Like, how'd you get it down? They don't look in the fucking pool. Like, as if you wouldn't see a Ferrari sitting in the pool. That was apparently pitched originally as an Eddie Murphy movie, and he was like, oh, it'll be a bunch of black people robbing Donald Trump in Trump Tower.
Oh my God.
Like, that's what we'll do. But I assume there was legal issues with that, which makes sense because you can't just lie about that. All right.
One of the media tutors here used to like do film and TV interviews, and she interviewed Ben Stiller and Eddie Murphy together, and she said Eddie Murphy was like the rudest celebrity she ever met. He just did not want to be there, and Ben Stiller was really nice and was like being like defending her to Eddie and was like stepping in. Yeah. Fun fact.
Sorry. This next one, they stage like a Dog Day Afternoon like scenario. So they go into a bank that's just like a regular bank, not like a big one with like a massive palliative bank, and they take people hostage, and they deliberately take too much time so that the cops will like be onto them and have like a hostage situation where they don't get out free. But what they did was they took on this bank deliberately because, again, they checked out sewers underneath it, and while they're in the vault, and so they staged the killing of a hostage. They didn't actually kill it, but they staged the killing of a hostage so that the police would know they're like legit and they'll take hostage demands seriously. And one by one over time, because the police couldn't see in the bank, they'd like shut down all the cameras and they blacked out the windows. They had dug out through the vault into the sewers. Like, they didn't even take any of the money. They just went into the sewers and then went to the actual bank, which is the target, where they had some other people working there for like years prior. Well, not years prior, like a year prior, as like food deliverers there. Came into that bank because all the police, like the entire police forces, were out, as you've seen in like Dog Day Afternoon and in the like in Heat when there's a fucking robbery. Like every fucking police on the block who's not doing, I guess, something else come to this one thing to like stop these guys. And the police only realized when they were like, one guy like just like broke his patience because like they were starting to get less and less demands back, and it was just being more silence, which is because the guys had fucking left. They'd gone by this point, and they go in and they undercover the deception, and then the guys go to the other bank to steal the shit. Do you reckon that was a real thing somebody did, or do you reckon they made it up?
I'm gonna say real.
Nah, it was fake.
No.
It's from Den of Thieves.
I'm just guessing real every time because I kind of want these to be real.
Yeah.
They're so cool.
Den of Thieves, which has got Jared Butler and some other...
A Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, it's 50 Cent in it and Ice Cube's kid.
Oh.
And then Pablo Schreiber. Who is he related to Leo? He is. Half brother of Leo.
Okay.
Anyway, that's got like shit reviews. Alright, last one. So, Antwerp, if you didn't know, is where most of the diamonds in Europe go. This is just like an everyday fact. Like, most of the diamond trade comes through Antwerp in Belgium. And so, thieves stole... They steal diamonds, gold, and silver, over like 100 million. And they do it over a weekend. Yeah, so it's not...
like it was a long-term like stealing thing. So what he did was he they decided to rent an office at the Diamond Center building, which gives him access to a safety deposit box for like him to use, which is like near the vault, so he can go in and like basically survey it under a perfect guise of, I'm putting my own stuff in the safety deposit box.
Yeah.
And they're planning this out for 2 years to prepare the robbery. And so what they did to circumvent the security systems, because I mean it's the biggest diamond like exchange in the world, so they're going to have some security. They install a small camera above the vault door to monitor the guards and record the vault's combination, which were transmitted to footage to a storage device concealed in a fire extinguisher they planted there, which like the other guys didn't, like the security people didn't notice because like, it's another fire extinguisher. They assumed it was just more safety.
Yeah.
And he sprayed hairspray on the thermal motion sensor to disable it, which is like to disable whether, if people are in the vault or not.
Yeah.
He put hairspray on it. Hairspray, great movie. And then they used like a combinated thing. I'm not going to explain the whole way. Like a really complicated way to break open the safe. And then what they did was once they were inside, they used like a crowbar kind of thing to smash open 109 of the 190 safe deposit boxes and take all the shit that was in there, which was mainly diamonds. And so they took over $100 million worth. And how they were able to do it was by disabling the heat motion.
Heat.
People couldn't tell that, they were inside. Like they just thought, like a guy's left and come out, and they would have, so they had the cameras, they had their own cameras, so they could check when security people were being there. Weirdly enough, there weren't cameras in the fucking room, and actually not weirdly enough, the reason why is because people are allowed to put their own things in safety deposit boxes without, like, being surveyed by the bank. So their plan was to cover up the heat motion with hairspray, which apparently that works. Steal money over a long period of time so that people wouldn't notice. Because people aren't going in every day to check their fucking things. And they did it over a weekend too, because people are less likely to be out doing things on weekends. $100 million just taking everyday people's little stuff from their safety. Well, I guess not everyday people, but Is that real?
I'm going to say real.
Yeah, and they caught them all. After 2 years, though.
Okay.
The guy's Leonardo, Leonardo, what's his name? Leonardo Notarbartolo.
Okay.
And then so it was a team of he'd been connected. So one of the guys got connected to the crime by evidence found in the team's garbage, because they tracked who was the guy, because he'd only bought the apartment that gave him access to the safety deposit box 2 years ago. Because DNA evidence in the rubbish of one of the guys who had a criminal record, his DNA being on a partially eaten salami sandwich. And they were like, we know the guys were in this apartment, and we got a DNA match with a previous criminal because of fucking salami sandwich. So finish your food, guys, because otherwise the cops will get you.
Yeah.
Goofer.
Okay.
Goofy goobers.
Goofy goobers.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, and there was a heist at the Louvre. No. Next week. Oh, we're going to talk about what we're going to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Next week, I think we're leaving it up to the viewers to choose the movie. So we will do a poll on our Instagram story at the Matinee Soundtrack. So everybody get onto the Instagram and,
nominate your favorite movies.
Yeah, nominate your favorite movies.
And music, or are we going to do them?
I don't know. That's up to you.
Okay. No, I'll put it out for music. If I don't like any of your suggestions, then we'll do
our own music. But we're leaving the movie up to the viewers.
Yeah.
Everybody write a comment. I'll put a text box thing that you can submit your responses, and then the most, well, I guess all the submitted responses, or if we have duplicates, we'll put a poll up. So have fun doing that. Give us a...
Yeah, if there's one movie you really want us to talk about, put it down.
Yeah. Submit it 20 times.
Yeah, just make a bunch of fake accounts.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
please watch Heat, guys.
Please watch Heat.
And
please listen to the Black
Please
Parade by My
listen.
Chemical Romance.
Yeah, definitely that.
Have a look on our Instagram story as well for my My Chemical Romance shirt. You will not want to miss that because it's a very fun one. I got it when I saw them live.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
All right,
They're
wrap it up. You
literally
can-
one of the best bands I've seen live.
What song are we leaving him with?
I think we'll do a My Chemical Romance one.
Okay.
I think we will do... What's your favorite on the album? Not Teenagers?
Well, it was Teenagers.
Yeah, but not Teenagers?
Okay, it's probably just Welcome to the Black Parade. if I'm
Okay,
being
we're not
honest.
doing that. We're
Famous
Last Words. We'll do Famous Last Words. This, I specifically love like the little harmonies in the background of the verses, so try to pay attention to those because those are a lot of fun. Yeah, pretty song. I love like the dinosaur memes with this song in the background on Instagram. I posted it on our story. I'll post another one later.
Okay.
But yeah, enjoy this. This is Famous Last Words from My Chemical Romance. Love you guys. Submit a movie for us to talk about next week. Bye!
No, I know that I can make you stay, but where's your heart? But where's your heart? But where's your